Good morning, Mrs. Ethel. How are you doing today?
I'm doing alright. It's been a long one today.
Yeah, well, I really appreciate you coming in today. Since you had those symptoms, the frequent urination
My
and
depends were about 15 pounds. Dragging.
Happens. The fatigue. So we decided to run some tests, and unfortunately, it came back that you do have diabetes. So
What is the diabetes?
all right, so diabetes is a disease of the endocrine system. Big fancy word. Basically, your endocrine system makes hormones.
I have those.
You do, don't we all? So they go and tell different parts of your body different things. So with diabetes, your pancreas makes your insulin and then your glucagon. And insulin is what, when you eat, say something with a lot of carbs, a potato, your blood...
Love potatoes.
Don't we all? So the blood sugar goes up, and then your insulin comes in, and it brings it back down to a normal level. But with your diabetes, your body's not responding to that insulin.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's not good. So I can see that you look pretty upset, and I would be too. But the good news is it's manageable. Now, there's no cure for it, but we can keep working together and just figure out the best possible lifestyle changes to help you. So a normal blood glucose level after you have slept for 8 hours without eating, you want it to be between 70 to 100 milligrams per deciliter. But sometimes with diabetes patients, it's over 126, which we'd like to bring that down if possible. Makes sense.
Yes.
And so I'm sure you're ready to start feeling better, right?
I am.
Yeah.
I've been it's been rough. I haven't been myself.
Yeah, and
my cats don't like it. No.
Yeah, we want you to get back to feeling good. And so we're going to be able to work together. So there's several different things we can do. There's some different medicines we can talk about that next time we meet. There's one called metformin that a lot of people try first. And
now wait a second. Tell me the price of this.
Now that is something we'll have to discuss later. Maybe talk about insurance and figure that out. Are you able to swallow pills?
Yes, I think I can do that.
That's good. So
I take them every morning with my cranberry juice.
That's good. We like
cranberry.
The juice. We like that. So we might have you taking some medicine very soon. And also we are going to talk about different strategies of working towards getting this diabetes better. So do you live in a place where you feel comfortable going on walks?
No, I think I can do that. I gotta walk the cats every now and then. They get feisty on the inside, so I have to walk them.
Well, perfect. Now we have a reason to go and walk. So, maybe someone can come and walk with you. Do you have a daughter or son who'd like to come walk with you?
No, but I do have this lovely neighbor. She sells me Girl Scout cookies sometimes, so maybe I can ask her next time.
Now we might want to avoid the Girl Scout cookies, but we can get to diet in a few minutes.
But I like the Girl Scout cookies though.
Well, maybe in moderation.
Okay.
So we are going to talk about maybe going on a 30-minute walk. Are you more of a morning person or a night person?
Definitely night person. I don't do the mornings. I usually wake up around 10. 10 a.m.
That is nice. So maybe before dinner time, you and your neighbor friend, what's her name?
Alice.
You and Alice. She might love to put a cat on a leash. You and Alice go for a walk.
That'd be nice. I like that. I like that.
Yeah, maybe 30 minutes every day would be a good chance to talk, get that heart rate up, help with those blood sugar levels. So, so can you tell me how many minutes a day?
You said 15.
You're close. 30.
30 minutes.
30 can be, 30's a good goal.
Now tell me, do I have to do it all at one time, or can I can I split it up into
Yeah,
different
if
times?
you want to split it up, you want to do 15 minutes, maybe late morning, 15 minutes right before dinner, that's okay.
Okay.
And then it isn't maybe such a hassle for your day. It just kind of fits in nicely. So yeah, great question. Then another thing that we can talk about is your diet. So I know you probably don't want to be on the strict diet.
I never have been successful with diets. I dieted back in the 60s, and it didn't go well. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well,
But
we're not going to put you on something like Weight Watchers or the Atkins diet. We're just going to try to modify what you like to eat. So, vegetables are very good. Fruit is good. And you know, we can find some things that taste good and are really healthy. We want to avoid ice cream, cake, apple fritters, the cookies. Those are things that as soon as you eat them, they're going to make that blood sugar spike. And then the insulin isn't going to be able to work to bring it down. So we can focus on some more complex carbohydrates, maybe oatmeal. Do you like oatmeal?
I do like the oatmeal. I put the chocolate chips in the oatmeal.
That is good stuff. Maybe we'll go dark chocolate chips. Good for the heart, not quite as bad. Then maybe we can have some
You like the dark chocolate.
a whole wheat tortilla. You like that? We can have low-fat yogurt. We can have a lot of fruit or complex carbohydrates. And these are all things we can eat. You can eat quinoa, brown rice. So can you give me some foods that you think might be good? We'll talk about them.
Well, you were talking about the fruits, and I really like the prunes and the peaches and the pineapples and the pears. Keeps you regular, you know. I heard the doctors say that, and I've always do that. But maybe like you said, some whole wheat. Some whole wheat.
Whole wheat is good. Maybe some high-fiber cereal.
Like that, like the Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I like those.
You know,
I like the Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Me too. I wish that those were the healthy cereals. Unfortunately, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, covered in sugar, we're talking spiked levels. I know. So maybe we can try something more like Raisin Bran. Pretty good. You might think it doesn't sound good, but let me tell you, it's good stuff. And then another thing that we want to focus on with that diet is you need plenty of water because you do not want to get dehydrated, especially if you've been feeling tired lately. That might kind of help give you a little more energy.
Now tell me this, will the water help with the dizziness?
The water should help with the dizziness. That is very common when you are dehydrated to have
like the dizziness.
Yeah, that's not good.
Doesn't make me feel like myself.
Yeah. Maybe having a water bottle that you keep with you all the time just kind of helps remind you to drink. Maybe put it in that cute little purse you always carry around. So those are all things that can be really helpful. So now, maybe a quick recap. What are you thinking? What are some things that you'd like to change?
Let's see. I want to get some of that exercise you're talking about.
That is good stuff.
We talked about some walks in the neighborhood with Alice. Sweet Alice. But can't buy her cookies anymore.
I know.
But maybe.
Maybe a box at Christmas time.
Okay.
Split it with the cats.
Okay, I could do that. The cats do like the cookies.
They do like the cookies.
They do. Thomas, he loves the cookies. And then maybe the diet. You talked about the diet. We talked about some fruit. Told you about my fruits.
You did.
My fruits.
You did.
And then, but you talked about the Raisin Bran. Never heard of it, but I like prunes, so maybe I like the raisins.
Maybe.
I don't know. You talked about the oatmeal. I like the oats.
Yeah.
I like the oats. Water.
Yeah, it's very
Water.
important.
I like the water. I think I could probably do the water.
We could try it, you know? That's something that is very important. So I really think, what was the little tip I told you maybe?
The tip, you said carry a water bottle with me.
In that purse of yours.
In the purse. The water bottle.
The bejeweled purse you have.
Now tell me this. What about my cottage cheese?
The cottage cheese.
I take my cottage cheese very seriously.
You know, I think cottage cheese is great. Maybe in moderation. So maybe in the morning you put a little bit on those peaches. Ever tried that?
Yes.
That is quite a combo. Everything really here we want to focus on moderation. So like diabetes doesn't mean you can never have a little piece of cake, but you shouldn't have a piece of cake followed by cookies, followed by ice cream. With this disease, you have to be super careful. So one slice every now and then, that's not going to kill you, but you are going to have to check your blood sugar.
What?
So there is going to be a finger prick probably involved.
I really hate the finger prick.
I know.
I hate that at the
But
office.
I know. I promise you, it's not as bad as it seems. You get used to it eventually, second nature. After you eat, maybe after dinner time, you check it, and that's just going to make sure you're okay, because the consequences of not checking it could be very bad. If you don't realize that the blood sugar is way high and you're not checking it, we don't want that. Another thing that we should talk about is foot care. Now, I know, you might not think that goes along with diabetes as much as it does, but when you have diabetes, it can affect your circulation in your feet. So we don't want that. So maybe if you ever experience any kind of swelling in your feet, or if you notice that your leg hair on the bottom of your legs isn't growing like it was, if there is maybe discoloration, sometimes you have sores on your feet, maybe on the bottom of your toes, and that is painful. We want to avoid that, and especially if you have one and it's not healing very well, you should come to me. I'm your girl, and we can help try to figure that out. So some things that you want to do is examine your feet. So at night you might just want to check between your toes on the bottom of your feet. Make sure you don't see anything abnormal, discolorations. If your feet feel super hot or super cold, that is probably not good. That probably means there's something wrong with the circulation there. Another good thing is to moisturize. You have a good lotion you like?
I use that Neutrogena. The Neutrogena body emulsion.
Neutrogena, they're a good company. They focus on
nice and silky.
Nice and silky. They want good
smelling.
They focus on skin.
Thomas likes the Neutrogena.
Thomas, we want to please Thomas.
Sometimes he likes to lick it off.
Wow.
So I just tell him to go ahead and lick it off.
Wow. Well, we'd like some to stay on, so you might have to reapply that after sweet Thomas goes in. So you do want to moisturize. Another thing is, I'm not sure if you have certain socks that you like, but the ones that are super elasticy might not be good for the circulation, so we want to focus on cotton or wool, as I have here to model for you. So those are all.
How many sheep did you have to kill to make those wool socks?
Let me tell you, you might be surprised to find. Got them at Walmart. Ever been to the old Walmart? They've got it all.
They do.
They do. Yes, so you can go get yourself a pair of wool socks or cotton. Cotton might be easier to find. They should be comfortable, not too tight. And then wearing shoes that are comfortable. They aren't cutting off the circulation, because we really want to make sure that these feet are staying healthy, because when your feet are hurt, not only are you hurting, but then it might also affect what?
You can't walk.
You can't walk. And that's what we need. We need the exercise.
That's right. Wait, but now tell me, what about my cottage cheese?
The cottage cheese, that is a good question.
I take it very serious.
Yes, I've heard that actually. So I'm thinking maybe a big spoonful of cottage cheese on peaches could be good in the morning.
That does sound good.
That sounds pretty good. Yeah, so, and also if you have another person that you're close to that you want to talk about what you need to do, and they can help you. So if you have a family member who you might want to talk about walking every day, they can really encourage you, make sure that we're walking, and then also with the diet, they can help you buy the right foods, make sure you're cooking the right foods. You can probably look up some delicious recipes online. Let me tell you, there is.
What is this online that you speak of?
Yes, that might be a lesson for another day, Miss Ethel. But we can get you some help with that. Does squash sound good? A good squash recipe.
Squash. I was always more of a zucchini gal.
Wow. Let me tell you, I have seen some good-looking zucchini recipes. So these are all things that we can work on. So basically, a quick recap of today. We've talked about getting some good diet in. And that doesn't mean it's going to be all gross food, I promise you. We've talked about the exercise.
Taking your word for it.
How many minutes a day are we walking?
You said 15. Twice a day.
Good. Yeah,
30.
you got it. 30 minutes a day. We still got it. We want to drink that water.
The water in my purse.
In the purse.
The water
You
in my purse.
got it. We want to talk about getting maybe a medicine, metformin. We'll talk about that next time. And maybe having a person who's going to be able to help you. And Thomas. And then the foot care. So lotion, examine your feet, wool or cotton socks. Does that all sound good?
No swelling.
Wow, no swelling. We do not want that. Discolorations, pain, definitely not. So thank you for coming in, and I want you to not be worried about this, but know that these are going to be some big changes, Miss Ethel, but you have been
Now listen to me.
Give it to me.
I just want to tell you thank you for your help today.
Wow.
And I appreciate everything that you're doing.
That means the world to me. I hope you have a great day. And I will see you next time.
All right.
See you next month.